Thriving Thursday. Hey guys, it's Thursday, December 29th. Welcome here on this East Coast. Beautiful, warm day here on the East Coast on this Thriving Thursday. And I'm excited for you because, first of all, we're wrapping up the end of the year. We have about maybe 48 hours before the end of the year, right? So I'm excited for what we get to create and how we close out the rest of 2022. So as you're hopping on here live, say hello, say what's up, give yourself some hearts. Hey Tony, welcome, great to have you. And when you catch the replay, comment with hashtag replay or hashtag encore and let me know that you caught the replay so I can connect with you. All right. So are you a high achiever? Are you committed to creating amazing results in 2023? Are you looking to crush your goals in 2023? If that's you, say that's me. And I am excited because I'm excited for you because we're going to crush it in 2023. So with that being said, I want us to do a quick debrief on some character traits that you get to connect with, that you see that will work for you in 2023, and character traits that you see will not work for you in 2023. So let's debrief and look at 2022 for a moment. So I want you to if you have a pen and paper or a journal, I love to journal, by the way. So if you have a pen and pencil and paper, or pen and paper, please bring it, because I want you to journal about this and get connected to this information, because that's going to support you in crushing your goals in 2023. All right. So let's debrief some character traits. So what do I mean by character traits? So for example, like ways that you showed up, right? So what are some ways that you showed up that really supported you in creating amazing results? Hey Tumo, great to have you. So for example, I'll just give you some examples, by the way, and I'll just set the context for you real quick and then give you some examples. So I want you to connect with the top 1 to 3 character traits that worked for you in 2022. On the flip side, I also want you to connect with 1 to 3 character traits that did not work for you in 2022. And let's come up with a plan for what character traits you get to embody in 2023 in order for you to master an area of life that you want to create and you want to flourish and expand, and also for you to hit and crush your goals in 2023. All right. Hey, Annie, welcome. So, and I'll give you some examples on some of these so you can get connected to that. All right. So a quick review. I want you to take a quick review. And if you're just tuning on here live, please grab a pen and paper. And I want you to connect with this content because this will really, really support you. Hey, Fit, Sanchez, welcome. So first and foremost, let's look at what character traits that have worked for you. Okay. So what are some, and I'll give you some examples just to give you a sense, right? So were you being fun? Were you being caring? Were you hustling? Were you hustling, right? Did you hustle? Did you have compassion? Were you kind to people, to yourself, to everyone around you? Were you focused? Were you relentless? Were you consistent? I'm just giving you some ideas here. Okay. Were you simplifying things versus complicating it? Were you making things easier, or were you making it harder than it is? Were you ambitious? Were you driven? Were you resilient, relentless? I'm just giving you some examples. Were you compassionate? Were you loving? Were you nurturing yourself, nurturing other people? Those are some ideas. Okay. Those are some character traits that you can connect with. Were you being playful? I'm just going to use playful because I love keeping things fun. Were you being joyful, right? So I'm just giving you some ideas. All right. So share with me here, what are some traits that you feel that you got to embody that helped you with achieving some of your goals? Like, what goals did you accomplish this year that you're super proud of? And what do you see are 1 to 3 character traits that helped you in facilitating creating that result? So comment below so I can connect with you on that. And like I said, as you're catching the replay, please comment and share with me what opened up for you and what I'm asking you here. All right. So that's that. Now let's look at some character traits that didn't work for you this year, right? So let's connect with that for a moment, right? So let me preface first and foremost and say about the character traits that didn't work for you. This is not meant for you to be in a space of judging yourself, making yourself feel bad, pointing out your flaws. That's not the point. That's not the intention of this exercise in terms of looking at what didn't work character trait wise. This is intended to have you be empowered versus disempowered. So if you're finding yourself in a conversation where you're being disempowered, you're being judgmental, you're criticizing yourself, you're doing any of that stuff, that's not going to help you in moving forward, because in order to thrive, you get to connect with what's working and what's not working so you can shift and create the results that you want to create that you want, right? It's to thrive, right? So the focus is to thrive, not to survive. I'm going to say that again. We're focusing on thriving, not surviving, okay? So if you're focused so much on what's not working and you're beating yourself up, you're surviving, and that's not going to work. I'm just going to tell you straight up right now, all right? So that gets to shift, okay? So let's go into some ideas and some character traits that don't work in my experience, just from coaching clients, my experience of myself, my experience of coaching clients, my experience of being with people, some traits. So I can connect with you and you can connect with me and you tell me which of these resonate with you, okay? So character traits that don't work, right, are being bored, being frustrated, being lazy, being distracted, having excuses, right? We all have that, right? Being disconnected from your goals, being disengaged, complaining, being annoyed. Hey, Franny, welcome. Being in resistance, right? Resistance. I'm going to say that many people are in resistance. We all are in resistance. We get to notice that and shift that quickly, right? Hey, spinning with age, welcome. Being in scarcity. So having a scarcity conversation like, oh, I can't do this because whatever, just making up stories, right? We all do, right? Making up stories, making up excuses, being overcomplicating stuff, right? So you're overcomplicating, being overwhelmed. I'm just sharing some ideas of things that don't work, right? Those are character traits that don't work in general, just from my experience, also experience working with people. So which of those resonate with you? Are there others that I did point out? And obviously these lists are not inclusive. Like it's a list of ideas to jog your memory, just to get you going, to inspire you on like, oh yeah, I can see I've been that. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And not, again, not from a judgment place, from a space of being aware and shifting, okay? So what are some of those traits that you see from your experience that held you back from achieving some of your goals this year? What are those character traits that I mentioned a few? So I just want to connect with you, all right? So now let's look at what's the next level. What is the next level for you? In order for you to crush your goals in 2023 and beyond, let's look at what are some traits you are committed to that's going to up-level yourself, up-level your game, up-level your goals, up-level where you want to take yourself in life, in whatever area that's important. So let's connect with that, right? So I'm just going to give some examples again to support you in jogging your memory so you can jot down what resonates and also share with me what it is for you, okay? So, and also another thing is like, what will it take for you to master an area of life that's important for you for next year, right? So what is that for you? Like, do you want to master your health? Do you want to master your career? Do you want to master your business? There's so many things, right? So what is it that you want to master next year? Could be multiple things. Maybe you want to master relationships. That's cool too. Everything is a relationship. So what is it for you that you want to master and you're committed to mastering next year? And what are the 1 to 3 character traits that will facilitate you creating that experience, creating that result, creating that goal? All right. So I'm just going to give some examples, right? So some examples are being focused, being consistent, being intimate with your goals, being intimate with your numbers, being intimate with what you're tracking, right? Being rigorous goes into tracking, right? Being urgent. When I say being urgent, like you're moving quickly, you're not like overthinking it, right? You're just moving quickly, right? It could also be being generous with yourself, being generous with other people, being giving, being abundant, and from a mindset perspective. So not looking for excuses, looking for solutions. So instead of looking for excuses, look for solutions. That's being abundant. Always looking for a way to facilitate creating a result versus being in an excuse that you can't do it. You get what I'm saying? 2 different ways of operating in life, all right? Being present, leaning in versus being in resistance, right? Asking for support. For many, it takes a lot of courage. Maybe for you, it could be courage. It could be confidence, taking your confidence to a whole new level. What is that for you? What is that for you? So what's your next level in 2023? What is that for you? What's your next level? What are some character traits you get to embody in 2023 for you to crush it in 2023 and beyond? Please comment below. Share with me. I would love to hear from you. For me, I'll just share with you guys real quick because I'm going to wrap this up relatively quickly. I feel nurturing is really, really important. That's my experience. Like being nurturing to the people around you, being nurturing to the communities that you serve, being nurturing to the clients that you work with, looking at ways to being generous at a different level. That's always a next level, right? I always see that as a next level for me personally and also professionally, right? The other thing I'm personally looking at as far as goals are concerned is building teams that are a team of leaders. Like, I'm looking for leaders. I'm not looking for followers. I mean, if you're a follower, that's cool. I love you. You know what I mean? But I'm looking to build leaders that want to take a stand for what they care about and want to take a stand for the betterment of themselves, the betterment of the people around them. If that's you and you want to be that in that space, let's connect. We get to talk, okay? Because I'm looking to build leaders on a whole new level, and I'm also going to be really selective on who I'm going to work with, because time is time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only interested in people who are committed. They're committed. I'm only interested in people who are committed. I'm not interested in people who are like, you know what I'm saying, right? So with that being said, if that's you, you're committed, you want to be a leader, you want to build your leadership to a whole new level, let's connect, let's talk. We can see if it's a fit, and we'll go from there. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to wrap this up on this Thriving Thursday. Share your takeaway, share what I asked you to share right here, right now, because you also get to connect. If you need to re-listen to this, please go back, re-listen, and see what you can do the work. I would say, pick your journal, your pen, write things down as we talked about, and I want you to share with me afterwards what are some of the traits that worked, what are some of the character traits that didn't work, what are the character traits you get to embody for next year to master your goals, crush your goals, master an area of life, and what is that area of life that is really, really important for you, that like once you create that, you're like, oh my God, like I'm crushing 2023 already. All right. Want to hear that from you. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's have fun. Let it be easy. Let's crush it in 2023. And I'll see you tomorrow for Friday session. All right. Bye for now. Looking forward to connecting. Bye.